Hello everyone. Let us continue with the topic Introduction to Java. In previous lecture, I have already covered about history of Java, and let us continue with the Java applications. We have already covered that Java applications, that is standalone applications. What are the web applications? Now let us talk about the enterprise applications. Have you heard about the enterprise application? The enterprise applications are basically works inside the banking kind of applications in which multiple computers are involved and they exchange the messages between the computers and they generate the output. Uh, we have already talked about web application. In web application, generally client and servers computers are available, and client generally request from the web browser and access the web servers, and it generally uses the HTML pages. While in enterprise application, they are only exchanging the data. So let us talk more about the enterprise application.
Enterprise Java Bean. It is a API which is API having classes and functions. By using that classes and function, you can create enterprise applications by using Java, right? In enterprise applications, generally multiple computers are involved, so you have high security in to access the data, and you must have the you must require a quick output, quick execution speed. For that, you have to use load balancing algorithm. You have to distribute your data in a multiple computer so that you can retrieve the data very quickly. So this thing is possible only and only by using EJB API components, which is available inside the Java. So you can create enterprise based application by using Java, right? Now, fourth type of application is mobile application. Mobile application with is applications that generally executes on your mobile devices, right? So currently in a market, Androids and Java AMI micro edition, Java AMI, these two are the basic APIs which is used to create Java based mobile applications. This Android programming, if you are going for the Android programming, then you have to use Java language to create your mobile application, right? So there are four types of application that you can create by using Java. Standalone, that means desktop based application. Web application, that means you can access that application via browser application and you can get your dynamic HTML page. And third is enterprise based application, the application which is distributed over the network computers and you can get the execution of application by such that you are having a single application, right? And mobile application, that means application that you are running on a single device. So single device mobile, single mobile device, right? Now next is how many Java editions are available in a market. Whenever you are going to download your Java, you will always see that J2SE, J2EE, J2ME, Java FX. So you must aware about what is J2SE, J2EE, J2ME, Java FX. So these are the Java platforms. Now Java platforms means first platform is Java platforms with Java edition. That means first edition is Java SE, Java Standard Edition. It is basically a programming, it includes the basically programming APIs. APIs, that means It is packages. Packages is a concept in Java. Package is used to group the related classes. Related classes are packed inside one group, and that group is called as a API or package. Application programming interface is a full form of API. So all the classes are merged or gathered inside one package, and that package names are I have given. First package name is java.lang package. Java.lang package having the classes that are by default available and which is required in all the types of application, and such classes are string class, integer class, system class. These all are the classes which are available in this java.lang package. This package having classes, and these classes are generally required to create any kind of basic Java applications. So this is called as a language package, this java.lang package, and this package is available inside Java Standard Edition. All other packages are java.io. This IO means input output processing package. This package having classes to process files, to process any inputs, to process any outputs, to process the file, to generate the file, to modify the file. It having the classes for the streaming purpose. Streaming purpose classes are available in this java.io package. Java.net package, that means it is having a classes for the network communication. Socket programming classes are available inside this java.net package. Util package having the basic classes like scanner, array list, linked list. These all are called as a collection based classes, and util package having classes which is called as a utility classes, and you can use these classes for the utility purpose inside your application. This SQL package having the classes for the database processing. You can use this SQL package classes to insert, update, delete, retrieve the data from a database in your Java application, right? So these all are the packages having classes, and these packages are available inside Java SE Edition, Standard Edition. So whenever you want to create a normal application, these all packages are available in J2SE APIs, right? This is all are called as a J2SE API. In basics of Java and object-oriented programming with Java, you have to use this Java SE APIs classes, right? That means we will use this Java API classes in our whole syllabus. Now, J2EE is basically used to create Java enterprise-based application, and it is having a enterprise edition based API classes which is used to create a enterprise based applications. Java ME. Java ME is called as a Java micro edition. It is having classes which is used to create hardware based programs or micro edition based program, mobile device programs, right? So Java ME having a classes. By using that classes, you can create mobile based application, and it is called as a micro edition, right? Java FX is again another API which is used to create GUI based Java application. By using this Java FX, you can create rich user interface based Java application, right? So this is about Java. Now, for the Java programming, which software you require to install in your computer? To type your source code, you require an editor. You can use built-in editor, and it is a Notepad. Notepad is by default available in Windows system, as well as you can use text editor in Unix system or any Mac OS system, right? So Notepad and text editor are by default available. You can use that built-in editor, any editor you can use, or you can use Notepad++. So please, you have to download this Notepad++ for your program. For the execution and running of your Java application, you need a JDK. JDK is Java Development Kit. Java Development Kit is a software program which includes the tools for Java program compilation and Java program execution. So this is a basic software that you require to install for the execution and compilation of your Java code. So you can install JDK version. This is called as a JDK version. This is JDK 1.5 having J2SE5 5th edition API classes. Currently, JDK 1.14 is available in their websites, and for our syllabus, you can download 1.5, 1.6, up to 1.8. You can download and install in your computer. You can install it in computer. For the IDE, that means integrated development environment. IDE always helps developer so that they can create the source file easily. They can get the suggestions to type the code. They can compile and execute the source code on a single software. That software is called as a integrated development environment. The IDE of Java is available, and we will lots of IDEs are available for Java. We will use NetBeans 8 or later version for the Java execution and Java source code compilation, right? So thank you all of you. In next lecture, we will cover how to execute Java code and how to create your source file, how to compile your source file, how to install JDK. Thank you all of you.